So sad. Dashcam video shows a 12-year-old child being stomped by the police. Graphic. Here's a video. Okay. You see the back and forth? Look at that. Look at this. Watch this. How horrible is that? We're talking about a 12-year-old kid being treated that way by law enforcement. 12-year-old child. When I give you the background to this and tell you the why, it's going to make you even more infuriated. Let's go ahead and do it this way. Let's put up the picture of the attorney, okay? The attorney for the family of the child who was arrested is right there. His name is Ryan Thompson. Now, why was the child arrested? Well, he was riding on his dirt bike. He was arrested by Louisiana deputies, pulled him over and pulled him off of his dirt bike and decided to stomp on him. The attorney for the family and this young kid, Ryan Thompson, said the ordeal occurred in February near New Orleans in the community of Belle Chasse. Left his client, who is 5'4" and only about 130 pounds, with a broken leg and a concussion. You see, this is felony assault, this is child abuse, this is all of that, right? But remember, they got on the blue uniform. They have a badge, so it's different. The sheriff's office said the level of force the deputies used was required. Are you hearing me? This is what the sheriff's office has officially said. The level of force was required to bring down the young biker who put others in danger and broke multiple traffic laws. Thompson said the deputies went too far. A Plaquemines Parish Sheriff's Office spokesperson denies that the child was injured as a result of those cops. They're telling us to not believe what our eyes have seen. There's more. The sheriff's office said the 12-year-old was one of 2 riders arrested that night among a group of 5. The child was the only one on an off-road dirt bike. His lights were not working, and he was operating in a reckless manner, endangering motorists on Woodland Highway. Deputies tried to stop the riders with both visual and audible signals, but the sheriff's office said they refused to stop and continued to create, and I quote, a public safety hazard by blatantly disregarding numerous traffic laws. However, Thompson said his client never resisted or fled officers. The child said in a video also released by the attorney that he wasn't sure if the officers wanted him to pull over at first. I am looking back and wondering if he's trying to make us leave the area. Is he trying to chase someone else? He said in the video recalling the incident. The child was still charged with aggravated flight from an officer, okay? Resisting arrest and obstruction of a roadway. Thompson said his client did not commit any crimes and the deputies violated the child's civil rights. Thompson is calling for deputies to be fired immediately and arrested. However, the sheriff's office said it reviewed all of the deputies' actions and determined that all deputies performed their duties within the guidelines of its policy, using only the force necessary to subdue the suspects. Let's put up a picture of the sheriff who's backing this insanity. His name is Jerry Turlich Jr. Old Jerry says his deputies did absolutely nothing wrong here. Now, there's a suit coming. Obviously, there should be a federal investigation into this, and we're talking about a 12-year-old child. A child. They have no heart. They have no humanity, and this is why people don't like them. They don't like the police because of actions like this. You're doing yourself a disservice here, Sheriff, as well as those officers who think you're back in the play. All right, Mr. Wiggins, thoughts?
When you read how small this child was, it gripped me a little bit because I guess this was a, hey, don't hurt yourself or we're gonna hurt you situation from the cops. Like that's why they found it necessary to not only grab this individual while he was on a dirt bike, but then it looks like, we can't see, they stomped him in the head while he was on the ground. But when I read the article earlier, it says that the dirt bike landed on the child. So I can't picture why so much force is necessary in a situation like that. But of course, moving forward, they will justify the means in which they needed to restrain that kid.
Yep. All right, we're gonna follow this story naturally. There will be updates very soon.